The homeowners association can't find a couple's money, and now they could lose their home.
This is unbelievable. Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears has the newest member of our HOA Hall of Shame.
This is the home that God blessed my husband and I with, that we are trying so hard to protect.
Tamala and Edward Ketchmore don't owe their HOA a dime.
We have never, ever missed a payment.
But their HOA doesn't see it that way.
These people were threatening to take my husband and I, our home. They're threatening our livelihood.
The Ketchmores live in the Prominence development at Aliante in North Las Vegas. They've been making regular payments
On time, never late.
since they moved into their home about 6 years ago.
Like many people do nowadays, Tamala pays HOA dues electronically through her bank. But several months ago, Aliante said there was a problem.
And all of a sudden, they just started threatening my husband and I and sending us all these bills about how much we owe them.
First Service Residential manages the Aliante Master Association. They started sending letters saying the Ketchmores hadn't paid their monthly dues for the last 4 months of 2014.
And they start adding late fees and interest.
A few missing $39 payments turned into a notice of intent to lien the couple's home.
My husband and I are upstanding citizens in this community. We have never had any problems. I am a retired captain, combat veteran. I served my country, and I was just not going to allow these people to take my home.
Tamala provided documentation to her HOA and Contact 13 showing all the payments in question had been made.
They even received the paperwork of proof of payment from my bank with tracking numbers.
But that wasn't good enough. The HOA actually wanted copies of cash checks, both front and back. Only with electronic payments, there are no checks.
Bank executives tried to conference call Tamala's HOA to discuss the paperwork they'd provided, but Tamala says First Service Residential never answered calls or returned messages.
But after they didn't respond to Chase Bank, Houston, Texas, an executive, it's like, what do I do?
She emailed Contact 13, but the HOA wouldn't talk to us either. Through their management company, they said sometimes payments are made but not received. They claim they're working it out and things will be corrected, but for Tamala,
This upset me immensely.
the damage has already been done and she's heard nothing about a resolution.
It should be worked out. This type of thing should be worked out between the business and the bank. This is Aliante's first time in our HOA Hall of Shame. First Service Residential has been here before in connection with another HOA.
I'm just sitting here. This just makes my blood boil for this family. This is unjust. The bottom line is a lot of people do get bills taken care of electronically. How do you protect yourself? What do you do in a situation like this where they're trying to hold you accountable, but you have paid and you're a law-abiding citizen?
If it's not worked out between the business and the bank and you are brought into the middle of this, the only issue here with an HOA is that it becomes very dangerous because by law, an HOA has the right to foreclose on your home for non-payment of dues.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, it's like we were just saying too. You can obviously prove that you made the payment, but how can you prove that it was received? And that seems to be,
what they're asking, and it's a slightly impossible situation.
And how can it possibly be the consumer's responsibility? So
Good question.
yeah.
My gut feeling is this is going to get worked out because when you do the right thing, ultimately, I think it should, and we're focusing some attention on it. So
Absolutely.
Keep us filled in on
yeah,
how
we
this
want to
one
know
goes.
about this one, Darcy, for sure.
Well, the winter weather